Hey, hi, everybody. Or, me, whoever listens. Just I talk to myself because, seems like simple things, there's very little of people that could actually grasp math and just basic logic, reasonable deduction, and just look with your eyes of the way things are. And what I'm talking about is this great, great big belief in aliens and people thinking that there's these creatures coming from outer space to come invade us or aid us or any which way or form to think that there's extraterrestrials in the world. And I just don't believe in them. I don't believe that there is extraterrestrials. They don't reasonably make sense to what I see in front of me and what I've read in history and all the things that I've read through our religions and our history books and evidence of archaeology and just basic facts of the capacity of our brain, what I'm saying, the evolution of our brain, that things won't do something that it's unnecessary. Like, life will always take the easiest way out. It will always take the easiest route, just like water going down a hill. It will do the easiest point of resistance. So, to the point of aliens, why I don't believe in aliens and the evolution of aliens and humans themselves, And I've made this argument before. Let's try it again. If you have 100 families of humans in the planet at one given point in time, let's say just for the sake of math, just to make it into a mathematical point, it was probably a lot less than the beginning. It was evidently a lot less, but I don't know because there's two splits in the genome over here, and they talk about it like if it's just one. That's a different topic. But if the first family were to discover fire, this first human family discovers fire. Yay! They discovered fire. Doesn't mean that that all humans simultaneously discovered fire. So let's say that a year after that, there's every other family tribe discovers fire or is taught fire. You know what I'm saying? And then every couple of years after that, takes 100 years. You know what I'm saying? There's 100 families, 1 year after the other. It takes 100 years for the last family to discover fire. Right? I'm not saying this is 100% accurate. I'm not saying this is how it happened. Just making a basic graph of somewhat logical evolution. But you know how things evolve. You know how technology evolves, and if discovering fire is something that we're doing on purpose, it's some sort of technology. So, but every 10 years, let's say, for the sake of it, it's a lot less. But let's say 10 years. Every 10 years, technology will double. So that means that the first family in 10 years is doing other things with the fire. 20 years, they're doing other things greater than they were doing the first 10 years. You know what I'm saying? But just in that math alone, by the time the last family that discovered fire, by the time the last family that discovered fire is now discovering, how to make tools. Well, by that time, at 10 years, doubling two times, twice, just doubling every 2 years, 10 years, just doubling every 10 years. The first family's technology has doubled 5,120 times. 5,120 times. So tell me, how many times has it doubled since, let's say, 1,000 years? Okay, so then that means that the first family would seem extraterrestrial to the last alien. The first family was probably already in orbit, living in other planets by just reasonable mathematical deduction. And there was no aliens involved in none of it. No aliens. It's unreasonable to say aliens are walking around here, anyways, because how they're breathing our air, just ingesting all our germs and not being affected by it. And it's just unreasonable math that you're using to say that there's aliens running around. Look at your mathematical deductions and look at just basic logical science. I think it's just other us. No, I'm pretty sure it is. Pretty sure it's other us. Other humans. Totally. How are they genetically compatible to create the alien, the, the Nephilim and the things they speak in the Bibles? How are they genetically, like donkey and a mule type thing? How is it even possible if they're not just other versions of humans, other breeds of humans? You know what I'm saying? Other branches of the same human. They're humans. They're just humans. Yeah, I mean, I have more reasons of how I know this exactly, but it's so hard to explain and so hard to just. But yeah, they're just humans. Don't let yourself get carried away. And know and believe in God. Praise God. Look for the Christ. Christ is inside. I don't know about Jesus. I don't know about that. I don't know about no names. I don't know about no idols. I don't know about no nothing else. But God, Christ, live for it in your heart. It's in there. It's out there. Live for it. Correct each other. It's just us. It's just us.